Hi traders, my name is Duncan Cooper and I'm a Senior Market Strategist and Trading Mentor at AUDJPY Securities. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the key trading levels for the week ahead for the pairs the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar to the US dollar, the euro to the Japanese yen, the euro to the US dollar, the pound to the Japanese yen and the pound to the US dollar. So let's get into the first pair. Hi traders, hope you had a great trading week. I'm on the Aussie yen daily chart, got my monthly, weekly, daily support and resistance levels all drawn in. They're referenced in the description below. I'll just discuss the ones closest to price action now. We had a very strong break above weekly resistance here. That was at 95.73 to 75. And actually moved above monthly resistance and a further monthly resistance if you look further left. Still classing these levels as resistance at the moment, but we did close above at the end of the week, so we could just start the week, remain strong and move up to challenge weekly resistance at 98.29. If we do pull back, then you need to start to watch the old tops. We've got 96.87 monthly top here. Does price have a very minor pullback to that top now? Find support at 96.87. So the levels to watch if we do pull back, 96.87 to be support, then day support at 96.19, and the level that I'd much more favour a healthy pullback towards is 95.73 to 75. We held there for a long time through this area, held here, and then we broke out. So if we do get a healthy pullback, I'm going to be watching 95.73 to 75. Does that become long-term support for a move back up to move above these resistance levels once more? Alright traders, that's what I'm watching for next week on the Aussie yen. Alright traders, moving on to the Aussie dollar now. We finished on a positive note last week. We couldn't come down and challenge 66.81 weekly support, and we reversed up and have finished with a positive week, just closing above monthly resistance here at 68.26. So are we going to continue up in the same vein next week? So of course the first challenge is moving above these daily resistance levels at 68.54 and 68.69. Does 68.26 monthly resistance now become support for a move above these daily levels? And then are we going to be coming up to challenge once more 69.67 to 69.91, the monthly resistance area up here? Okay, so do we find early support at the start of the week at or above 68.26 for a move high next week? Can we move back up and potentially challenge the 70-100 level? Alright, moving along to the euro yen. Now we had a very strong week up last week on the euro yen. Did finish on rather a negative note. So I'm just working out 2, 3, 4. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Very strong, but obviously tested, went above monthly resistance at 144.24, but had an outside reversal day. Is that the end of the overall move, or is it just simply a bit of selling pressure pulling back to support? So at the start of the week, I'd be watching to see if we can trade down to 142.31 day support. Does that hold for an opportunity to get into a buy and trade up for a challenge, a retest of 144.24, and can we move and close above that level with some conviction? Next major level of resistance after that is at 145.68 monthly resistance. So do we get a minor pullback? Today support at 142.31, does that hold for a move higher? Of course we could have a decline and move below 142.31, so that will be the line in the sand for the buyers next week. Does 142.31 hold for a further advance? Alright traders, moving on to euro dollar. Now we got some support down at 99.52 down to 99.04 weekly support last week. A bit range bound, but we got support down there and we came up to challenge resistance at 100.90, up to just short of 101.18 monthly resistance as well up here. So it's a little range bound. This could be the top of the range to move down back down to 99.04 if we want to stay range bound. Of course the US dollar sold off, so we may well move through this area through the course of the week. So can we break above 101.18 in the early part of the week? If we do, then watch the 101.18 down to the 109.90 level to become support for a move higher to come back up and challenge 103.40 monthly resistance. So I'm favoring a move higher, but of course at the start of the week we need to break above this resistance level. If this resistance level holds, then you have to have the expectation that we'll move back down to support, back down to 99.52 or even lower down to 99.04. Alright, pound yen managed to wake up last week. We've been rather consolidatory, getting support on weekly support down here. I did suggest maybe we're going to break higher, and we definitely did. We broke above this daily resistance level, and we came up and almost tested weekly resistance here at 166.33. So the question will be, is this a short-term failure? Are we just going to move maybe down to now hold at daily support 163.92? Can we move down to that level and hold? We did come down Friday. Maybe we've already had a dip and that's the last of the dip before moving further up, but can we move down to 163.92, find support on day support to move higher, test 166.33, and can we then break above that level, continue that uptrend that's starting to form and challenge 168.01 monthly resistance, and ultimately come up and challenge these higher levels of resistance as well at the top of the range. So can the trend continue on the pound yen next week? Alright traders, last pair to review for the weekend, the pound dollar day chart. Now last week we came down and challenged major monthly support at 114.09, rejected on Wednesday and then started to reverse. So I'm anticipating that we might be putting in a significant low here over time. Next week, can we move up and challenge 117.60 weekly resistance? That could hold for then a decline back down. However, what I'm anticipating is that we might challenge that level, break above it, and continue to advance and come up and then challenge 119.33. We've just hit major monthly support. Pairs to the US dollar across the board are rallying. Have we hit a significant level of support now for a change in trend to move higher? So first level of resistance now to watch is 117.60 next week. Can we challenge that level and then break above that level? Okay traders, that's my analysis for today. If you want to keep up to date with my analysis, simply subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you next time. Now if you'd like to follow my forex trading analysis throughout the week, why not subscribe to the ACY Securities live interactive trading feed Telegram channel. Simply contact Nathan.bray at acy.com to get access.